Alright, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kodash, double honor to our apostles and our elders, Grand Millstone, and Shalom to Akin one of full corners pushing this truth. Alright, and I'm talking about the sincere brothers in this truth, man. Alright, and to you few sisters that listen to this truth. Alright, Shalom to you all. This is our brother CameraFi from Brisbane, Australia. Just back here again with a little live lesson, quick lesson. All right, so this one is gonna be a quick lesson, you know. Hold up, let's talk together. Let's see. Hold up. So yeah, this one right here is gonna be a quick lesson, man. Okay, concerning on the alms that I received from this one brother. You know, this one brother came to my location on what day was I believe it was it was Thursday over here. So I was over there, but you know, one of my second location that I go to, you know, some days, you know. So I was over there by the river, by the Brisbane River, doing my lesson, and then you know, and these two, there was a man and his wife came, you know, walked by, and I guess they you know, they decided to stop, you know, and check, you know, ask me what, you know, what I was doing and all that, and they were Jewish American, you know, so you know, the so-called Jewish over there in the land of Israel. So you know, so I spoke to them for I spoke to them for quite a while, to the man, and then in the middle of me speaking to those the so-called Jewish couples, you know, there was a man, you know, and you know, he was a man of color. All right, so you know, he was walking by. I guess he went to his car, if I can remember. He went to his car, came back, and he came back to where I was doing my lesson. He stood over there. It took him a while to come, you know, close to where I was, but you know, he came by, and he was right there, man. You know, he was right there, just you know, listening. But I didn't know he was, you know, I didn't know he was there for edification, to be a scoffer, to you know what I mean. So I was, you know, I just stayed in spirit. He didn't ask questions. He you know, he carried on. He carried on. You know, him being quiet. He didn't say nothing, and I carry on, you know, just doing my lesson. And then so he was there for about good 30 to about 40 minutes, just standing by, just watching me preaching. And I was like, you know, and I didn't say nothing to him. I mean, I did ask him a question, and I was like, hey, I was like, you know, what people that were carrying to ships, you know, we oxen them. You know, I asked him that question when them two couples was by, but he didn't say nothing. So from there, myself, I was like, okay, so he must be you know, I don't know, a scoffer. You know, he's just standing by to be a scoffer. You know, so I was like, you know, I must stay in my spirit. I didn't bother him, so I kept on going on with my lesson, man. I went in with my lesson, and then after about, like, you know, him standing for good, you know, like for good yeah, I said good, you know, good 40 minutes. I said good 40 minutes, maybe to an hour. And the brother, man, you know, and the reason why I said the brother is I'ma get to it. So the whole time, you know, I'm thinking about, hey, this man is a scoffer or whatever, you know. So I'm doing my lesson. But when I tell you this, man, the brother, man, hey, you know, he's like, hey, look, I'm leaving. You know, he said I'm leaving, and I'm like, and so I was like, you know, in my head I'm like, why is he telling me he's leaving? Like, really, you know, we didn't talk. I don't know him. Like, you know, he don't know me. You know, this is the first time I ever seen him. I guess it might be the first time he ever seen me. I don't know if he watches videos and all that. All right, you know what I mean. So he said he's leaving. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, all right, okay, yeah, all right. And I was like, what do you think about this? What do you think about the truth, man? What do you think about what I was saying? He agreed. He's like, you know, yes, I believe. You know, he didn't say I believe, but he agreed. He agreed with everything I was saying. You know, he agreed with everything I was preaching about. Like the brother, man, hey, he agreed with everything I was preaching about, man. You know, and then you know, to cut it short, man. You know, because I'm gonna cut this short. So to cut it short, you know, before that, I mean, before he left, so he's like he gave me alms. You know, he gave me $40. You know, $40. You know, I was like, okay, well, hey, you know, he's like, you know, he just gave me $40, and I was like, okay, you know, hey, I take that. That's that's a charity, man. You know, so I took the $40. You know, he gave me the $40, and I was like, wow. You know, the whole time, like in my head, I'm like, I thought this man was a scoffer. He didn't say nothing. He didn't, you know, he's standing there. You know, and I had told him before, I was like, look, you know, you don't record me, please, but you know, you can take photos of what you see, the signs that I had down. You know, you can take the photo of them, and then, you know, that's about it. But, you know, please don't record me, you know, because, you know, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you what you're here for. You know what I'm saying? So that's you know, that was the thoughts going through my head. So I was like, you know, don't do that. You know, hey, don't record me. And hey, he didn't complain about it. He didn't say nothing. He said, yeah, you know, he was cool. He was cool, dude, man. And so anyway, I went ahead with it. So, you know, I went, you know, so from there, you know, so when he gave me that $40, and I was like, I kept asking me, you know, do you believe this, and all that? And I was like, look, man, you know, this right here is the truth, man. It's the truth, all right? This right here is the truth. Like, you know, this ain't no fucking Christianity or anything else. This right here is the truth, man. So to let you know that you know, I mean, it's like to won't make me feel that this man here, he believed in the truth or whatever. You know, he said, yeah, because a lot of people say, yeah, I believe in, you know, they went on blah blah blah, you know, slime and shit, so they, you know, they can leave you and be gone. But hey, so the man, he gave me $40, you know, in the middle of that, I just had said, you know, because he looked you know, he didn't look Samoan, he didn't look Tongan, he looked Fijian. The whole time I'm like, okay, so this brother, you know, because I have a lot of Fijian friends, you know, I got a lot of Fijian friends here in Australia. So the man here, hey, and he was in my head, I'm like, okay, so he gotta be Fijian or Papua New Guinea, you know, because you know, some of them, you know, they look alike. And he was of dark skin. He had a he had a beard that was trimmed, you know. So I was like, you know, so he gotta be Fijian. So I was like, look, so I was like, hey, you know, look, what I was saying, it's the truth, man. You know, I was like, you're gonna have our people among these nations I just mentioned before. You're gonna have our people looking Asian, looking white, looking Samoans, Tongans, New Zealand, Fijian. You know what I'm saying? So I told him that, you know, you're gonna have our people looking like these other nations, because you know the scripture says we're gonna be scattered among these heathens and, you know, become like them. You know what I mean? But in these days, man, you know, the truth is gonna come out. I mean, the truth, you know, been out since 2007. You know, when apostles made their appearance on YouTube, the truth has been out, man. Brothers woke up to the truth from different countries. You know, because you're gonna have Israelites around among these nations that believe in the Most High, man. I'm talking about, you know, they believe in the Most High, all right, but they just don't know the Most High's name. They don't really know the knowledge and, you know, the knowledge and understanding of the Bible, but they believe in God. Okay, they believe in God, man. I can give a testament for myself, like, you know, and my like, you know, my old brother, you know, he believes in God, man. But hey, you never find my old brother in a church, because he don't fuck with churches, man. He say, you know, churches, what they do is robbing people. They lie about it. They don't really, you know, preach the 100% truth of the Bible. But the man, my old brother, he believes in God. He believes in Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorant called Jesus. He believes in, you know, he believes all that, but he don't believe in church. You know, so you're gonna have Israelites among these other nations, you know, who believe in God. They're really trying their best. And they're trying their best to what? To serve the God that these fucking heathens give them. You know, because they think that's the real God, but they haven't really come to realization who the real, you know, what the Bible is about, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, to cut it short. So yeah, he told me he believed, he believed what I was, you know, talking about. Gave me the money, you know, to, you know, say he gave me the money, and I was like, you know, hey, you know, I took the money. I said, yeah, and what I did is like, I was like, hey, before I get to the point what made me feel that this brother really was of a humble spirit and a sincere heart is this, man. You know, before I get there, when he gave me the money, I was like, look, if you know, you already told me you believe in, you know, what I was talking about. So I was like, look, you know, I was like, I bless the man, I bless the brother in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, man. You know, I was like, my Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Kadash, you know, be with you, be with you, and you know, bless you, you know. So I said that to him, you know, because the man was of sincere heart, and I was like, look, before you go, I'll give you a few channel, you know, YouTube channel you can watch and, you know, be over and learn, man, you know, because myself, I'm still a student. I'm not gonna make myself, you know, somebody who knows it all, because I'm still studying too. I'm still learning, you know. So I was like, look, you know, I gave him the YouTube channel for the apostle, all right, one of our apostle, okay, and I gave him my channel. I was like, this is my channel right here, my YouTube channel, so subscribe to it, you know, subscribe to this channel. If you're a sincere brother, hey, watch these videos right here, and you're gonna learn. And right now, I'm gonna say something. If this brother right there is of a sincere heart, I'm gonna say this to you, brother. Look, you know, I know you're from Fiji, and one thing I'm gonna say this, you know, there's a lot of Fijians that came into this truth, but they came into this truth in under different camps. They came into the truth under GOCC, and GOCC really they wasn't preaching they don't preach 100% truth, man. So this brother, he might run into them, because I know a few cats from Fiji that was under GOCC that live in the same area he lives in the same suburb he lives in. He might run into them, or he might know them. So what I want to say this to you, brother, is like this, man. Don't let nobody take the truth away from you. The truth that the way you saw me preaching on the highway and byways, and the YouTube channel I gave you over apostles, that's the truth right there, man. That's the truth. GMS got the 100% truth, man. If anybody comes under GOCC, IUIC, ISPK, all these other camps, please, brother, do not watch them people, man. Stick with GMS. GMS has 100% truth, man. You know, that's I want to say this to you. If you're, you know, brother, that, you know, if you're sincere, if you're a brother of sincere heart, this video right here I'm making is really for you. Do not watch other do not watch other channels, man. Other camps, IUIC, GOCC, ISPK, all these other camps, man. If they're in GMS, they're giving you 100% truth, man. You know, telling you what we preach about, man. Do not go over there. Do not, you know, let anybody take you, and don't go back into Christianity, man. Because Christianity is nothing but a fucking false religion. You know, it's a man-made. It's really nothing, man. Okay. What I gave you, what you saw, you know, me preaching, and then the YouTube channel I gave you, the apostles, that's the truth right there, man. That is the 100% truth. Okay? That's 100% truth. Don't let nobody take your crown away from you, man. Okay? Don't let anybody take that crown away from you. All right? I gave you, I gave you the way, man. I gave you the road for you to go and seek the truth, man. All right? And study for yourself and see if it's for you, because he said you believe everything I was saying. All right, if you didn't like what I was saying, I don't think you give me alms, man, because I know, you know, your people, the Fijian, most of the Fijians people over here, they work in the same place I work. We get treated the same way, man. Ain't no difference. Okay, we work, we do the same thing, man. We don't get treated differently. All right, so hey, for me, hey, what I gave you is the truth, man. And then another thing is how I found out, like you were really the brother of understanding is, and to any of you brothers that might watch these videos, the brother, man, hey, when I grabbed this phone to give him the YouTube thing, before he gave me his phone, the man was going through scriptures I was calling out when I was while I was teaching, over there on highway and byways. The man was following through scriptures, The man was in humble spirit, man. The man had his Bible open on his phone, going through the scriptures, man. Going through scriptures the whole time, going through every scriptures I was calling out. Okay, because I called, hey, when he was about to give me his phone, one of the scriptures, one of the book it was in, I believe it was the book of Matthew, the 10th chapter, verse 28. Shalom, brother. Yashaya. Shalom. Yahabashim. Yashabashim. Dash Bakatam. All right. So anyway, Brian Adams. Shalom, brother. Yahabashim. Yashabashim. Dash Bakatam, brother. Shalom. So anyway, to this brother right here, he was going through every scriptures I was reading through the Bible, man. He was going through them, and the whole time I was like, this man must be scoffing because he kept moving his phone, scrolling down his phone, something, and I'm thinking about he's not paying attention. So once I grabbed his phone, seeing that the man was going through every scriptures I was calling up, I was like, okay, so this man believes. For him to give me money, for him to tell me that he's going. Like I would, hey, like he spoke to me like he knew who I was. So I was like, okay, are you going? Okay, cool. So I gave him every information he needed. The pastor's channel, myself, the channel. I was like, look, if you ever need anything, you got a question about the truth, man, hey, message me on YouTube. Just message me on YouTube. And my location, one of my other location is not really far from your where you live, your suburb. I'm like 10 minutes away from you. You can drive over there and come in and learn more, or or watch the apostles learn more. And if you feel that's the truth for you, hey, it's not gonna be hard for you to find me. I'm gonna be either here or the river I go to. It's not gonna be hard, man. You know what I'm saying? So he went ahead, gave me the money. I blessed him in the name of Yahabashim Yahshai. Because the man was sincere heart, he said he believed. All right, so hey, to that point, man, he showed me that he believed, man. He believed in the truth, and what I was saying, it was really, really what he believed. And then another thing is, this man, he said that the location that I preached, my first location over there by the Brisbane River. This man said that location, it was a location that he used to go over there and pray. So it's not coincidence that that day when you came to that location that I happened to be there, man. That's the location where you pray and you're trying to find out whatever the truth, right? So whatever you've been praying for, whatever, that was you meeting me over there, brother. If you end up watching this film, you meeting me to that location, that was the guidance of the Most High, man. The Most High sent you over there. The Most High sent you over there for your salvation, man. Either your salvation or the truth, man. And then for you, if you don't go ahead and believe, or you let somebody else take that crown away from you, really the truth was given to you, man. That was a location that you go to pray, man. And you happened to meet me over there when you came and pray. I was right there. Okay, so I'm gonna get this scripture right here, Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 24. It says, "Man's going are of the Most High. How can a man then understand his own way?" So there you go, straight to the point, man. How can this man really understand his own way, man? How can he wake up and make those plans and be like, I'm going here, when really the Most High is really who made you come to that spot the same day you came over there, the right time where I was about to start my camping, and you happen to be there. You happen to catch about 40 an hour minutes of the truth. You happen to be there. You caught some of it, And that wasn't a coincidence, man. That was the Most High leading you to the truth, man. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna get another one right here. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 23. It says, "O Most High, O Yahweh, I know the way of a man is not in himself. It is not in a man that walketh to direct his steps." So there you go, man. Hey, that day you get in your car, driving over there to a place where to the place where you pray at. You meet me over there. You see me, preaching over there. You standing there over there for 40 something minutes. All right, and then you go through the scriptures that I was calling out. You give me alms. That's the truth right there for you, man. You give me that charity money, man. That's the Most High who made you do that. The Most High gave you the truth, and if it's for a good heart, that was the Most High. Really, that was of you thanking the Most High right there, man. That's me saying like that. I could be wrong, but really, the Most High controls everything, man. All right. So I'm gonna read this precept the brother posted up on our comment board. This is the book of Acts, chapter 16 and verse 31. It says, and they said, believe on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and thou shalt be saved in thy house. That's right, man. And from there, when I give the man the blessing, I was like, look, you be blessed, you and your house, man. Because the time of trouble, man, or if when hell breaks loose, breaks loose and all that, the brother's gonna be, hey, you doing what you did, man, and you understand, you watching videos and all that. Guess what? The Most High is gonna, can show you mercy, man. Okay, by helping the prophets, man. Let me see. There's another one. There's another precept, I think, in the book of Matthew. Let me see. I can find it. Right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 42. It says, "And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water, only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward." Straight to the point, man. Because hey, him giving me that $40. Guess what? That money came in hand. Okay, that money came in hand. That I was able to use the money to go buy some stuff I needed for my kids, or for the household. Because myself, the last 2 weeks I haven't been going to work, because I went through a surgery and all that, and then, so I haven't been going to work, and then, from there I received that, man. So and I told him, hey, thank you, and then and let it be, and let the Most High bless you for you doing that for me, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful thing, man. I had goosebumps, man, when a man gave me the money, and when the man was really going through the scriptures, when the man stood over there humbly, for that time, and he asked no questions, and he was going through the Bible, and he was about to leave, said, "I'm going." He said, "Brother, I gotta go." And I was like, I was a damn, I don't know you. In my head, I'm like, I don't know this brother. Like, why you talking to me like I know you? But I didn't say nothing like that, because I know through the Spirit, when you go into the book of Romans 8, it's like the brother knew me from somewhere, because I came, look, any of you brothers watching this film right now, you can't go to see somebody preaching and all that, right? And then you're standing there for 50 minutes, and when you're about to leave, you never met this person, and be like, brother, I gotta go in humble spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you gotta be, wherever the brother, wherever I was preaching, it really got to him, and he felt humble, and he felt that was the truth for him, and he felt bad by him leaving. You see what I mean? Because if I was somewhere and then I was really, there for a cool minute, and I'm receiving the truth, man, I'd be like, what, I'll be like, what, I'll be like, brother, I gotta go. I'll let the brother, I'll let the person know, I gotta go. But the way he said it, it was different. It wasn't like, I have to, you know what I'm saying? Because people will come by your camp, where you set up your camp, and watch what, listen to you, and they would just walk away without saying shit. And that's all. I was waiting for him to leave without saying nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you, brothers, man. That's all I was waiting for, man. Right. Another precept, Hebrews 13 and 2. It says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels and wives." That's why, man. Right? Hey, the spirit of an angel could be on him. Could be, what I'm saying. Like he could be, an angel. You never know. And the way I was towards him, I didn't bother him because his spirit was humble, man. I didn't say nothing crazy. I just kept in the spirit, man. Just waiting for him to question me. Even him seeing me preaching, on highways and byways, to him, it was, it was really like, I was somebody. It was a new thing for him to hear, man. It was that good music. It was that good song to his ears, man. You know what I mean? So from there, I'm gonna get to the lesson to get this precept for him, just to see what he did, man. And he did if he did it in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yashar, that the Most High is gonna be with him, man. All right. So I'm gonna go into the books. I'm starting the book of First Peter. First Peter. Right, this is the book of First Peter, chapter 4, and verse 8. It says, "And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins." So that's right. And the way, man, the way he gave the charity he gave, man, it was he gave he gave it like he wanted to give it, man. It wasn't like hesitation and nothing like that, man. The way he gave it, man, it was like he gave it in our right spirit, man. All right. He gave it like he wanted to give that charity. He wanted to give me that money. He gave me that the alms he gave me, man. All right. It says so above all things have a fervent charity, among yourselves. So the brother had that. He already had that fervent charity among himself, giving without ceasing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like giving without doubting, who's giving it, who's he giving the money to, you know what I mean? That's how it was, man. All right. He gave it with, with the willing spirit, man. All right. Then it says, "For charity shall cover the multitude of sins." That's right. So, him giving me the alms of that charity, man. Hey, look, man. Hey, the scripture says that right here, says, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. Like I read before in the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse the verse I read 41 and 42. Really, hey, man, whatever, from there the Most High, the Most High, if he's Israelite, if his spirit goes back to him being Israelite and he believes, guess what? His sins are gonna be covered, man. Okay, his sins are gonna be covered. Okay, all right, his sins are gonna be covered, man. So, hey, man, in the times to come, Jacob's trouble. Hey, the Most High will probably, if the man stays in the truth 100%, the Most High is gonna deliver him from the hell to come. You see what I mean? So I'm gonna get another one in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3. All right, and this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 30. It says water will quench a flaming fire. So water does put down a fire, man. You know what I'm saying? So water will quench a flaming fire, and alms maketh an atonement for sins. So you see that? Him giving out charity, man, hey, that's an atonement for sins, man. All right, that's his sins being covered right there, man. All right, you see? So, hey, man, and that, like I read before, him doing that, that's the Most High directing him to do what he did. And if he's a man of that right spirit, his sins being covered already, man. Okay, his sins being covered already, man. And this video is really for you, brother. And don't let nobody take your crown away from you, man. Okay, if you believe in this truth, you believe this truth is for you, man. You believe you believe the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right, that's you Israel. You're a foreign Israelite. Myself, I'm a foreign Israelite. Okay, he's a foreign Israelite. From what but he's he's a Fijian. So he himself, he thought he was Fijian, but now, brother, you are Hebrew Israelite. You are a Hebrew Israelite, man. Just remember, our people were scattered among these nations. All right, and I believe that the original nation for the Fijians will be Japhet, and then, so their land was Europe. All right, so which means, man, our people were in them lands mixed up to the point now you look how you look, man. Okay. So don't let nobody take your crown away, man. Cause them other camps I mentioned, they're gonna give you the truth. So let me get this precept the brother posted up. 2 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 7. It says, every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of a necessity, for Most High loveth a cheerful giver. And that's right, man. And brother, Tawada for posting this precept right here, because right there, man, this precept right here, I can just cross, shut down the lesson and be like, that's it. Because this right here is what I seen in our man. It's the heart I see, it's the spirit I seen over him, man. All right, that's the spirit the brother had on him, man. Okay, he had that heart, man. He really had a heart of giving, man. When he gave me the money, he himself is like, that was it, man. He knew what he was doing, and he knew the reason why he was giving our money, man. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna get more precepts right here. I got right here Sirach. Let me see. Sirach 40. And 24. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 40, and verse 24. It says, "Brethren, and help are against time of trouble." That's right, man. And it says, "But alms should deliver more than But alms should deliver more than both." You see. So, hey, man, him giving our alms, man, in the time of trouble, man. Hey, the Most High is gonna have mercy on him. Deliver him from whatever times we're coming into, man. Okay, him receiving his salvation and his family being blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. I get another one right here. Sirach 7 and 10, right? So before I get into, I'm going to the book of Psalms 40. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 41, verse 1. It says, blessed is he that considereth the poor. That's why I say, the man, he himself, he considered, by giving, by looking at me what I was doing, really, he's seeing now, is like, I'm gonna give him, because really, the prophet of the Most High, they're gonna be considered poor in this time we live in, man. The way people look at us, the way we are, even in the scriptures. We are poor, man. We have given everything away. We have given everything away to serve the Most High, man. Okay, we can't report in this time we're living in, because our time hasn't come yet. Our time to receive that riches hasn't really happened yet. Even though we got those riches yet, all right, we do have those riches. Knowing this truth right here, that's the topest rich, the topest treasure anybody can have in this world, man. Knowing this truth right here, this is the topest treasure you can have, man. Okay, but in this world we're gonna be counted as a poor in order. But hey, says, blessed is he that considereth the poor, and the Mosai will deliver him in the time of trouble. You see that? So hey brother, man, if you watch this video right here, man, just know this truth is for you. And what you did, it wasn't of you doing, it was of the Mosai working through you, man, working through your spirit to give what you did, man. You know, for your sin to be forgiven and for you to be delivered out of the time of trouble, man. All the prayer, you know, you doing your prayers in our same location I'm always at. Your prayers are being answered. The truth has been given to you. So now it's time for you to do what you gotta do with the truth, man. You know. So going back into Sirach, I'm gonna go to the Sirach chapter. Let me see, what's chapter? This is the precept I wrote down, so I'm gonna go into them. Sirach chapter 7 and 10. Let's see what it says. Right here, this is the book of Sirach chapter 7 verse or Ecclesiastics in Apocrypha. It says Ecclesiastics chapter 7 verse 10 says, "Be no faint-hearted when thou makest thy prayer." You see, yeah, it's a water for the precept too. You know, I had that precept written down too. Tobit 12 and 9. It's a water. It says, "Be no faint-hearted when thou makest thy prayer, and neglect not to give alms." So the brother, hey, he wasn't in that neglect spirit of giving alms, to give charity, man. Okay, hey, you know, it must be with you, man. All right. So I'm gonna get another one right here. Let me see what this one here says. Sirach 12 and 12. This is the book of Sirach chapter. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. No, hold on, just give me a moment. Let me see if I got the right precept down. Let me see what's this. Right here, yeah. So Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 2 says, "Do good to the godly man," all right, "and thou shalt find a recompense. And if that," it says, "and if not from him, yet from the Most High." So him giving what he did, man, hey, that was beautiful, man. And for myself, what I gave him back, it was the treasure of the Most High. It was the wisdom and understanding of the scriptures, and give him the 100% truth of the Most High, which is a treasure this man is never gonna find anywhere else, man. Okay, because right now we're in some tough time. In a minute, you ain't gonna find brothers and highway and byways no more. You're never gonna find this truth on YouTube no more. So what I gave him was something special, man. It was a special, and it was really special. And for him, if he know how what I gave him, how special it was, and the Most High is gonna, the Most High is gonna be with him, man. And then what I gave him was this right here. Book of Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6 says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." So that's what I gave the brother, man. And strength of salvation, the fear of the Most High is his treasure. So and what I gave him was this right here. All right, Isaiah 33 and 6. That's what I gave the man. Watch videos, learn this truth, and strengthen yourself. All right. And salvation shall be by you. It shall be with you in a time of Jacob's trouble, man. Because Jacob's trouble is going to be worldwide. Okay, it's going to be worldwide, man. All right, they're already talking about second wave happening soon. Brazil, India, China is looking down on a few places now because there's more coronavirus coming up again. Because we coming to the second wave, man. In a minute, Australia's going to get hit too. All right, you see what I mean? So hey. What I gave him was this right here: wisdom, knowledge, and and then the treasure of the Most High, man. All right, by what? Fearing the Most High, knowing who the Most High is, knowing what the Most High can do. You see, that's what I gave the brother, man. You know, I gave the brother nothing but the truth, man. Nothing but the truth. This is the priesthood were posted up. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 12 and verse 9. It says, "For alms do deliver from death." That's right, man. Okay, Because what death are we talking about right here? If we ain't talking about this fucking regular death by the so-called white man, this fucking devil, we're talking about the death by the Most High, you know, because the Most High can take you, can kill you and take your soul away, man. It's like it. The Most High can destroy your body and your soul, be taken away. All right, okay, that's the death we're talking about right here, man. Delivering from the death, being down by the Most High. Because when you go into the book of Hebrews, I'm gonna get real quick. Hebrews 10:31, it says, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God." All right. So there you go, man. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High. So, you know, you've been delivered from the death, you know, into the death, you know, being what is it? What's the word? What's the good word I can use? Proclaimed by the Most High. I'm gonna use proclaimed by the Most High. That death right there, it was really taken away from you, man. If you do die by believing in truth, guess what? That's nothing, man. It's nothing, okay? You know, but the worst will be you dying knowing the truth, but you neglected it by following this truth, by believing in it, you know, by doing the work, man. That would be the worst death. But if you die because of this truth, it's a good death, man. Consider as one of the most beautiful death of it, man. You know, because what, you're gonna receive the promise that was promised to you. That's salvation right there for you, man. Okay, you're not even dying, you know. That's just your body. This fucking sinful body we in just being taken away from you. All right, that's it, man. Okay, it's Tobit chapter 12, verse 9. I'm gonna read it again. For alms doth deliver from death, and shall purge away all sin. All right, so hey, man, you brother, man, hey, you do what you did, man. You know, you were delivered from death, and then your sin were purged away, like I read in the book of 1 Peter 4:8. You know, it says those that exercise alms and righteousness shall be filled with life, man. You're gonna be filled with life. You're gonna be filled with life, and you're gonna receive the promise that was promised to our forefather. All right, you're gonna receive salvation. You're gonna inherit the kingdom of the Most High, man. You're gonna be of those first fruit. You know, how about that, brother? Okay. And this right here, man, I'm telling you, brother, this is the truth. This right here is the truth for you, man. This is the truth for you, man. Don't let nobody take this crown away from you. Okay? This is, but they that sin are enemies to their own life, man. You know, so you know this truth. You know what you're supposed to do, man, and you go ahead and be with this truth, man. That's on you, brother, because what you did, man, that was that was beautiful, man. That was down by through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and I'm here to do this lesson because what you did, and to encourage you to watch the videos of elders and pastors, and you know, if you have any questions, you know my YouTube channel. Leave a comment, okay? Leave a comment. You don't live far away from me, man. And we're close, man. All right, we're close to each other, man. All right. It says so yeah, so that was it right there, man. So before I cut it listen short, I'm gonna go into the book of Revelation. I think it's the 3rd chapter, I believe. So I'm gonna read this right here, Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also keep thee from thee. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that do will upon the earth." So hey, brother, right there, man. Hey, just stick to this truth, man. Stick with the J, man. Stick with our apostles, man. Don't, because you're gonna be, once you do that, the whole 100% truth is gonna be right there with you, man. And from when the hour of the temptation comes, the Most High is gonna cover that. He's gonna cover you. All right, the Most High is gonna set good roads ahead of you. The Most High is not gonna send you into snares and all that, man. No, the Most High is gonna be there with you, man. The Most High is gonna guide you through the Jacob's trouble, man. All right. This is verse 11. It says, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold thou fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." So that's right, man. Hey, stick with this truth, man. You got a lot of fucking false prophet, false teachers out there. who's gonna try, who's gonna deceive you and take away that crown, man. Hold to it fast, man. Hold to it, man. All right. Another one right here. Revelation chapter 1 verse 3 says, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for that time is at hand." So that's the time we're in right now, man. All right, that's the time we're in right now. We're finally coming to that time right now, man. All right. So from there, man, let me see. There's another one right here. So I'm gonna leave to this right here. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 25. It says, "And every man that strive for the mystery in the temperate in all things, now they do to obtain a corruptible crown, but we in a corruptible." Slacky, I'm gonna read it again. Slacky. It says right here, "Every man that strive for the mystery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we in a corruptible. So that's what we really doing, man. We trying to receive the eternal crown, eternal salvation, eternal crown. That's what we do this truth for, man. All right, we're not trying to. We don't do this. When we do these things, but we do it for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We don't do this for, like these Christians do, man. What they do is really, that's the corruptible crown, man. That shit is really what they believe in, the names they believe in, whatever the truth they got. That's another truth right there, man. We do this to receive the incorruptible crown, man. That's what we do this truth for, man. All right. So I'm gonna read this verse right here in another translation and see how it look the sound of it, man. All right. So I'm gonna read it right here. I'm gonna read it in book in translation of HNV. It says, "Every man who strives in the games exercises self-control in all things. Now they do it to receive a corruptible crown, but we in a corruptible." All right, you see. And I'm gonna read in BBE. It says, "Every man who takes part in sports has a self-control in all things. Now they do it to get a crown which is of this world, but we for an eternal crown." So you see, straight to the point right there, man. What we do is to receive the eternal crown, man. All right. Not the corruptible crown. Nah, man. That's not what we do. That's not what we do this truth here for, man. All right. So from there, man, if this brother, do come back, check out my channel, man. Hey, this lesson was for you, man. So hopefully it was edified, man, and to water to you brothers that came and comment about, man. To help, the few precepts, man. So hey, hopefully this was edified to the brother, man. You watch lesson, man, listen to it, man, and take heed, and watch the apostles and elders, man. And any question, leave comments. Brothers are they're gonna ask you they're gonna answer your questions in that willing spirit, the same spirit that you showed by my camp, the same spirit you're gonna receive from brothers, man. So hopefully this lesson was edifying, man. Until again, I'm gonna end up by giving all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kodash. And then Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai, and then Shalom to you brothers that came and comment about, and my Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai be with you all, and stay in the spirit, man. This kingdom of Esau is almost down with it, man. Esau's standing on the last stone, man. So until then, Shalom to you all, and again, double honor to apostles and the elders, great millstone. All right, Shalom.